Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. Been doing quite a bit of work for the channel here. Still working on some pretty great stuff and everything else, but I got to find myself thinking of a few things. What does find your fire, fan your flame mean to me? Well, I did quite a bit of digging, and turned out that it basically revolves around a few different things. The first one is being a self reflection. Now, forgive me, I'm actually going by some notes here, so just to keep myself on topic. Um, Now, identify the ashes. Take time to for an internal inspection of yourself. What areas of your life do you feel like the ashes? What areas of your life do you feel like are ashes? Is it your career, hobbies, relationships, or something else? Now remember that spark. Now, I want you to think back to a time when you felt truly passionate and alive. What were you doing at that time? What motivated you? Now, I want to take a moment here to just kind of shit on that for a minute here. Um, I have quite a bit of projects working on the channel, but first and foremost is this is a channel specifically set up to help people like you and me. I'm by any means I'm on my exception to this rule. Nope, no, no. I definitely know that I am no exception to this rule, but I do know that I have been in situations where I have lost that spark, where I didn't have that spark. I mean, dealing with depression, that will do it to you. Um, that can be very, very daunting. Um, but moving on, reconnecting with your passions. I would encourage you guys to explore some of your old interests. Did you have hobbies? Did you have hobbies that you used to love? Something that you used to do back then, but you don't do anymore. And it might be a good idea to explore that, see where that takes you. Uh, you know, dust them off and give them another try. You might be surprised at the joy that they bring back to your life. I remember many years ago when I was much younger, I journaled quite a bit to get what was on here down to paper. So I have it written. It was actually written down, and it wasn't in here driving the wall. It was like I actually had it down. It unloaded the chest to help me deal with things better. Um, discover new things. Step outside your comfort zone. Take a class, join a club, or try something you've always been curious about. New experiences can spark unexpected passions. Now, I did this recently where with the community center here in Phoenix, was doing a lot of new stuff and everything else. And, being a person with disability, I'm kind of limited on what I can do. But you know what? I stepped out there and started to get to know people and everything else, and stepped out of my comfort zone to say, hey, this is me. This is who I am. This is the person that I've become. I can't change the person that I am because I am who I am. I was born this way for a reason. But finding out that I could do different things that I didn't think I normally could do was definitely a big change. Big help to me. Um, Now, moving on to number three, which is fueling that flame. So, now that you've found that flame, how do you keep it going? I would say set goals. Having clear goals, big or small, will give you something to strive for and keep you motivated. Um, Find your tribe. There's no I in team. We all know that. You know, things are better when you do things together. Um, there's the whole saying, there's strength in numbers. Um, and I've learned that to be so true in my own life. You know, I'll share this. So, many, many, many years ago, God's been close to 13 years ago now, probably close to that. I was, I walked across the street thinking nothing of it. Was walking in front of a car wash, and like a light switch, all of a sudden my whole right side of my body just quit working. Thankfully, somebody at the car wash actually knew what happened and everything else. I get to the hospital. Doctor said, "Oh, you had a stroke." I'm like, come again? I'm 42 years old. How the heck does that happen to me? But no, he said, "Yeah, you had a stroke." And I'm like, okay, yeah. Talk about a tough pill to swallow. But that was my thing. It's after that time I had to go back to step one, which is self reflection. Look at myself, look at this new self that I became, and learn how to live a new life. Thankfully, I was able to regain the use of my right arm. My right leg never really ever fully came back. I have a severely bad leg, but anytime I'm outside, I'm in my power chair. But I don't let it stop me. I haven't started letting it stop me now, and I don't plan to ever let it stop me. I am the person I am for my own reasons, and I'm not going to try to change that. So, and that's kind of where I had to do is, and that's kind of where after I was able to reconnect with that and everything else. Fueling your flame. So let's go ahead and get back on topic here. This is number 3. So going back over it again. 1 is self-reflection. 2 is reconnecting with your passions. 3 is fueling your flame. And this goes to set goals. Having clear goals, big or small, will give you something to strive for and keep you motivated. You cannot find yourself in a way to where you'd actually would overcome everything in one go. It's not practical. Taking those baby steps to help you get through those challenges and everything else. Because if you just try to take a big chunk all at once, you're gonna get overwhelmed, and it's like, forget it. I'm not gonna do this. I'm done. Not happening. Been there, guilty. Been there too many times, and I've gotten the T-shirt for it too, and I'm not exactly proud about it. But with that being said, I've learned how to do that. So moving on. So find your tribe. Like I said, there's no I in team. Surround yourself with positive, inspiring people who believe in you and your dreams. That's where you find your true friends. The people that that will always be there no matter what. That's the people that you really, really, really know. That's the people I'd invite to my wedding. I'm engaged, by the way, in case you didn't know. Going ahead, I'll move on to number 3 in fueling your flame is celebrate progress. Don't wait for the big win to celebrate. Acknowledge and reward yourself for every step you take towards your goals. There's a time when I wasn't very, very good at being able to approach somebody about an issue that I was having. I had, anytime I kind of came close to that, I had huge anxiety. Nah, not happening. Nowadays, I can do it. It's not easy for me, but I can do it. And I am very proud of that accomplishment. It wasn't a lot, but it was something. And that really makes a big difference here. So, in closing, I have some additional tips. And it basically ends in these three things. One is practice gratitude, take care of yourself, and embrace challenges. So, practice gratitude, going into this a little bit more. Taking time to appreciate the good things in your life can shift your perspective and boost your overall happiness. That is so true. Sometimes you just kind of have to stop and smell the roses. It's we all have to do that. I know I definitely do sometimes. Enjoy those little things in life. Take care of yourself. Prioritize your physical and mental well-being. You can't reignite your fire if you're running on fumes. I have been there way too many times, and I have a feeling a bunch of you guys have probably been there too, whether you want to admit it or not. Because there's no Chinese proverb, and it basically says that you can't get the speck out of your brother's eye if you don't bother to get the beam out of your own eye. And simply said, it's how are you going to be able to help somebody else if you don't help yourself? Simple as that. And then the last thing is embrace challenges. See setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. Let me read that again. Make sure you guys can hear that correctly. Embrace challenges. See setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. They can make you eventual success even sweeter. So when you finally meet that goal, and you embrace those challenges, that sweet success is going to be amazing. And, have you ever been in that situation where it's like you finally achieved the one you wanted to achieve, and you get that heebie-jeebies, kind of like all feel-good feeling in you? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Remember, recognizing your fire is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress. And most importantly, never stop believing in your very own potential. And so, in closing, I just wanted to say to myself, I've been there so many times. But this is pretty much the nutshell of what find your fire, fan your flame actually means. It's finding what's inside you. Like I've said before, and if you guys watch my shorts and my other videos and stuff, this channel is answering the one biggest question of all things. What drives you to get out of bed every single morning? Is it your self-reflection? The fact that you're willing to look at yourself and improve yourself by reconnecting with those passions, and it goes into being able to fuel those passions, and then be able to fuel that flame that drives those passions, so you can get up every day and do those passions. If you can remember one thing being self-reflection, two things reconnecting to your passions, and then three things fueling your flame. I keep saying flame. But if you can remember those three core principles, I think you'll do really well in life. Well, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's watched my videos so far. I greatly appreciate it. This is still a brand new channel. Things are still growing. And I just want you guys to know that it's much appreciated. I got some great stuff going for you. I don't know if you guys see my last short, but I have a new camera. So I'll be able to bring this thing out and be able to shoot some video and everything else for you guys. Y'all can see the stuff that I do. Okay, I'm just being silly. But anyhow, peace out, y'all. Y'all have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening or whatever time it is you're there, whenever you see this. But anyhow, y'all take care. We'll catch y'all in the next one.